You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really. After King Maric freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Maric, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in. So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader Genevieve presented herself to the King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good. People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular, just soaking up tires and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown. Maric was a bit of a visionary, a powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, he must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it. There was some talk at court that he did it to improve relations with Orzammar. That might have factored into it, but make no mistake, King Maric was a giant among men. Oh, my stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that. Ask for the truth. Our family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now. I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place Well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
Indeed.
What do you need?
What is the name they have for Mother and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
All right.
Wow, I've never seen one of you knife-ears dressed like the King of Ferelden before. You made good for yourself, eh? Oh, I don't mean no offense. I know I shoot my mouth off. I'm just not used to your kind, trussed-up all fancy. Oh, there I go again. I don't mean nothing by it. I swear I should start over. I'm mighty pleased to be making your acquaintance, sir. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job. I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester, we got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was. He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man. I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic, but the tower's always got something to do with magic. Do I look like a Templar? A mage? Why would they tell me anything? Well, you go on ahead. Gregor tells me to stay here, I stay here. I reckon the fella knows what he's talking about. Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor. I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust? All right, keep safe, you hear?
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. The collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you. Good to see you again.
Overpriced swill. Ugh.
Good day.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink and pee?
What's next?
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story. Of course. What would you like?
You have some kind of problem? Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Couldn't we all just get along? No?
Let's end this! Come and get it!
You ever wonder what it means to be out in the middle of Lake Colorado? Like
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. No one gets to the tower. No one. The tower is off limits to all. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents, too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that? Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening. Well, that's good, I suppose. Wouldn't want Darkspawn smeared across the landscape. I hear their blood is black. Is that true? You'd know if you were a Grey Warden. That's a Grey Warden job. You'd know if you really were one. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you, Now, on your way, right now, go. Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted. I'll just be here, just standing, waiting. Don't mind me. Oh, hello. It's you again. Come to chat a little, have you? Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety. I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen. We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee. They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations, not the horde that fell upon us. I will destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now. We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again. If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. And what was I to do? Leave the door open as the abominations poured out?
He's right. All the circles have doors like these, to prevent abominations from getting loose.
Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer. If, by some miracle, you destroy the abominations, yes, the Templars will join your army. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. We have nothing to offer you, but gratitude and service. I have heard the tower holds many valuable artifacts. I expect we'll have to consider them lost or destroyed. Perhaps that is best. A Grey Warden has many other things to be concerned about. Yes, was there something else you wanted? As I said, I do not know. Perhaps you will find answers in the tower. The tower has been quiet for a while. I suppose I have time to answer your questions. Carroll. He's generally a good lad, but a little strange, yes. He should probably be in Denerim, but I could spare no one else. My history does not concern you. I am sure you have better things to do than pry into someone else's personal life. Do not misunderstand. I do not want to do this. I do, however, see that the rite of annulment may be necessary. An unprepared village or town would be devastated should even one abomination chance upon it. We cannot allow it. And the mages, if any live, I do not know what they may have become. We may have to kill them to be certain. This must be resolved quickly. If you can destroy the abominations, I will pledge my men to your cause in return. We have none. I have heard the tower holds many valuable artifacts. A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide. Yes, was there something else you wanted? The tower has been quiet for a while. Carroll.
I wonder what's going on up there.
I don't want to die.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last. Yes. Would you like to trade? I wish this were over. We're running low on... We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
This is too cruel.
Be on your guard.
I will not subject
They could
even an
attack at
animal
any
to
moment.
such a terrible fate.
Have you ever seen an...
I finished. What now?
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand. I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by. And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them. Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable. Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving. Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it. Look at how they live. servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them? Have it your way.
Petra, Kinan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Blast and damnation!
Yes.
Yes? Is there something you wish to discuss? If not, we should hurry. Time is of the essence. Oh, a long story. It all started when I returned from Ostagar. I was at that ill-fated battle, and I survived, barely. I was in no state to travel, so I stayed at Ostagar to recuperate and help the wounded. Uldred, on the other hand, left for the tower almost immediately. When I finally returned here, I found that Uldred had all but convinced the Circle to join Loghain, the man who nearly destroyed us all. I cannot fault the Circle, though. Uldred had a persuasive argument, and how could they have known what happened in Ostagar? They were coming from the meeting. It must have.
Have you ever seen an abomination? The sight will haunt me forever.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes, was there something else you wanted?
My wounds! They burn! It's unbearable!
What now? Oh. Just like you wanted.
It's you. No, come no further. I am a mage of the Circle, and you were... So why did the Templars let you in? So they abandoned us to our fate. But even let it... When he would... I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain I erected. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. Then our path is laid out before us. Petra and Kinnun will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the... Petra, Kinnun, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right?
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Yes.
Indeed. Look after her, will you? I don't know if she's up to this, especially not after... I just worry. I was on my way down to the library when I heard screaming, and a demon came round the corner. Its eyes were afire with evil. I was certain it was my death come upon me. I think I screamed. I was so afraid. And then Wyn was there, in front of me, shielding me. It was light and fire, blood and chaos. When it was over, the demon was dead, but Wyn wasn't moving either. I was so afraid she was... gone. As I moved to help her, she stirred and coughed. I don't know what I would have done if she had died. For me. Just look after her, all right? She might be completely fine, but then again, maybe she didn't come away from that totally unharmed. Thank you. And thank you again for helping us. You should be on your way. The sooner this is over, the better.
I don't suppose this is what you expected the Circle to be like, is it? I keep thinking this is our punishment for being mages. That's why the Templars have to do away with us.
No, don't say that. It's not true. You deserve to live just like anyone else.
The swords are like the sword of mercy that sent Andraste back to the Maker. We should let the Templars come. Only then can we be cleansed of our wickedness. I will pray. May we abandon our tainted bodies to find peace with the Maker.
I heard the Templars talking about chasing down a Malefica yesterday.
It is good to see that some wardens survived. We are sorry for the loss of your comrades. We heard about Loghain. I would never have imagined the Terran a traitor. Wynne was at Ostagar. She told us everything upon her return. But why speak of things past? Be careful in there, and stay safe.
Yes? Is there something you wish to discuss? If not, we should hurry. Time is of the essence. Oh, a long story. It all started when I returned from Ostagar. I was at that ill-fated battle, and I survived, barely. I was in no state to travel, so I stayed at Ostagar to recuperate and help the wounded. Uldred, on the other hand, left for the tower almost immediately. When I finally returned here, I found that Uldred had all but convinced the Circle to join Loghain, the man who nearly destroyed us all. I cannot fault the Circle, though. Uldred had a persuasive argument, and how could they have known what happened in Ostagar? The alliance with Loghain would have been to the Circle's advantage. According to Uldred, once Loghain was in power, he would order the Chantry to give us more freedom. Well, I told the First Enchanter Irving what Loghain did on the battlefield. I revealed him for the traitorous bastard he is. Irving said he would take care of it. He called a meeting to confront Uldred. But something must have gone wrong. I emerged from my quarters when I heard the screams. They were coming from the meeting room, and it wasn't long before I saw the first abomination running down a mage. It deteriorated quickly then. Mages who are careless in their use of magic may turn into abominations. Something must have gone wrong. Uldred. It's uncharitable of me to speak this way, but I never liked him. He was a squirrely, twitchy sort of person. He never mentored the apprentices, never taught. He didn't seem to care much for the Circle, only his own advancement. I'm sure Uldred has some redeeming qualities. He probably has a perfectly good reason for not displaying them. I cannot fault the Circle, though. Uldred had a That is my suspicion. Uldred always wanted power. Perhaps Loghain promised Uldred the position of First Enchanter once they had dealt with the Blight. Well, I told the Irving they were coming from the meeting room, and it wasn't long before. It must have, though I don't know for sure. The creatures came from that direction, as far as I could tell. Right now, when lives are at stake? Perhaps we should leave that for later. Besides, what is the point of that? One should let one's actions speak for themselves, and let others form their own opinions. I cannot fault the Circle. Irving's, they were coming from the meeting room, and it wasn't long before. I do not know. I found Petra first, and we were trying to fight our way to the meeting room to help, but we came across Irving. He was fighting a terrifying abomination, and he told me to get as many as I could to safety. I had to obey. That was the last time I saw Irving. I refuse to believe it. If anyone could survive this, it is he. You have seen the demons, haven't you? We will doubtless see more of those. But I fear the abominations more. They are no longer human, and are driven only by their lust for destruction. I hope you're right. I cannot fault the Circle. They were coming from the meeting room. I found Petra first. He was fighting. That was the last time I saw. I refuse to believe it. Onward, then.